that there's always a mix between onshore, offshore, conventional, unconventional. So things will change, but it's not just shale. So it is a mix. That's important to say. If you look at where hydrocarbons are in the world, all the basins, essentially there's a source rock, and that source rock is where the oil comes from, and there tends to be shale in those same places, which is where the source rock is. So we did a simple study looking at different geologies around the world, taking a number of studies and applying a 1% recovery. So if you've got 1% of that oil out, actually there's plenty of shale oil around the world. So it's not really how much is there, it's the rate at which you can extract it. So applying some limitations, looking at the US experience and then playing that out around the rest of the world, what happens? Well, you get a lot of cheaper oil coming onto the market, and it's just a case of when it comes on and what it displaces. So if you have very, I call it expensive oil, say we'll say above $80 per barrel, maybe the tar sands where you have very physical activities to get it out, that starts to become uncompetitive. You layer on top the OPEC supply, they get squeezed, and they've got a choice. Do they produce more, or do they accept less revenue? If they produce more, that has an increased pressure on oil price. So you add these things together, and actually you can see some scenarios where oil price gets to about $80 per barrel, squeezing out the higher cost margins.